Yeah, best of 7 action here. Harstem, Bly. Harstem just playing really, really solid StarCraft today. Bly doing crazy Bly things. Still looking really good.
Okay.
And my one request for the series is a proxy hatch. That's all I want. Just one.
I think it's a safe bet to get it with. No, we're just gonna see a bunch of Niduses.
Okay, but I would just want a proxy hatch.
Just
That's all.
one proxy hatch. Well, I
Just
mean,
one.
if you're
It's
gonna
a long
ask
series.
someone, maybe Bly, say Bly, can you please give me a proxy hatch?
Of all the Zergs in the world, I think Bly is
And
the most
Bly
willing
would
to
probably
accommodate
say,
that.
"Yeah, I was already planning on doing it."
I got you, man.
All right. Anyway, spawning up the top left-hand side of the map using his own portrait. It's Harstem.
And spawning in the bottom right, not proxy hatching yet. It's the Blue Zerg player, Bly.
It's probably a good thing he isn't because Harstem is scouting right out the gate. He knows Bly. Harstem sprayed a GG in his own base.
It's encouragement? Self-encouragement? I don't know, man. That's weird. Harstem, you're a weird dude. Alright, so Bly just going for the hatch gas pool. Pool almost done here, working on it. This is kind of a weird map to wall off for Harstem, but he's doing it just fine. Gateway, Cybercore, expansion coming down. Taking a second gas. This is as standard as you can ever be as Protoss.
Do you use sprays in your games?
No, I
You
do
got
not.
that banned?
I
No,
mostly
I don't
forget they
either.
exist.
Yeah. I think the default key that it was, like, I remapped to something else, so then I don't have a key that allows me to spray. I
Right.
should do that.
Right. Yeah, I always forget until someone does it to me. I'm like, what is that? Oh. Right. Somicron uses them, though. When I do
Oh,
Archon mode and 2v2s with Somicron, he does the sprays for us.
Well, I guess in Archon mode, that's pretty much one player's job, right?
Yeah, you are the sprays. Adept gonna save the life of this probe. Get out of here, Zergling. Big Sister has shown up. Robotics facility just about done here out of Harstem. That is his opening tactic here. And Bly's got a third base. Bly is not telling us at all what he's going to be doing this game other than macroing his face off for the first 5 minutes.
And just getting a perfect scout.
Yep. And that. Sees the Twilight Council, sees the robotics facility, says, alright. Could be a charge lot all in, depending on the number of gates we see here. That's a warp prism.
I'd love to see Harstem go for like that double immortal drop into charge lot all in that we saw Goblin do last time.
Oh, yeah.
That was
That'd be good.
fantastic.
So, just the fact that there hasn't been any additional gas here at the natural base yet.
Oh.
Ooh, and a Dark Shrine. Alright, I'm officially lost. So,
I guess it's going to be that DT Archon drop just with a very early prism.
yeah, extremely early prism.
Harstem wants that Overlord. He's working hard to get it. He's microing. Stalker does pick it off. Nicely done.
Lings can't get through because there's a nice wall here. So well done. Protoss players, look at this wall by Harstem. Are your walls this nice? I doubt they are. This is beautiful.
This Stalker has his own personal prism.
Yeah,
Just
it's
getting
nice.
shuttled around.
Lings are not getting through this wall, not in a million years.
Bly does scout the Dark Shrine, though.
Oh man, Bly. Not doing a whole lot super well, but he is macroing and he is scouting like a boss. He knows exactly what Harstem is doing here. Roach Warren now getting started. Lair getting started. Bly has been left alone for so long. He's in scary, scary macro Zerg mode right now. Really macroing hard. Making a bunch of Zerglings to deal with these Adepts. And a Roach Warren to deal with the Archons that are going to show up. Or maybe just regular DT.
These two
I
Adepts
don't know,
are going
man.
to start picking off a couple of drones here.
Where are the Lings? I saw them getting made. There they are. Starting to cruise on in. And that forced a lift off. The drones are alive. They're just a little bit far from home.
Harstem has not gone for DTs yet. There he goes. But this Prism is going to be getting spotted here. DT is going to be running on in towards these queens. They put out a lot of damage. So
They certainly do.
going to be trading out picks off a queen. 10 roaches on the way, though, for Bly, so he's getting ready for that counterattack. It's like a few drones have gone down, but nothing major this game.
Nah, Bly's taking some hits, but otherwise he's
Look at
just fine.
Harstem expands to the alternate third base location, the more open third base, I guess, just because Lings were parked at his other one. So,
And Bly
choice.
doesn't know it exists. Bly thinks he's delayed the third base.
Yeah, Bly could be getting really concerned about a big all-in or something like that. He's
Oh, there it is. Ling sees it.
Oh, okay, nicely done. Interesting choice from Harstem. Lings are going to start working away on this Stalker. They might be able to get through. A pylon or something's going to have to be getting thrown up.
Or just warping in
Oh, there we
something.
go.
Or never mind, the army just responds. Okay, that works.
Stalker gets relieved.
Roach is coming up to shut down that third base. Here we go.
They're
Bly's
coming on
showing
in,
up. Is
but
there really just Stalker, Sentry, Zealot here from Harstem?
Look at these Archons, though. Not a lot to challenge them. The Queen's coming on up. Okay, enough to send them back.
Well, and then the third base is in a heck of a lot of trouble because...
Yeah.
So the recall here of the Warp Prism, including 2 Archons, going to have to save the day here. And an Immortal shows up, and that's going to be it. There's no way you're taking this thing down. Bly forced to retreat in the face of the Immortal Archon Zealot army. But again, he shoved off Bly's attempt to hurt him earlier, and that's a huge deal. So 3 bases, still no 4th base from Bly. He is getting it tossed down now at that more open location.
Yeah, the issue is 7 mutas are on the way for Bly, and Harstem hasn't scouted that.
It's got the Archons.
He did actually scout it. Okay. Guess that hallucinated Phoenix did get in there, so nicely done. Three shield batteries on the way, so we are seeing Harstem react to this. He is yet to start Blink as a response, so really going to be relying on this Stargate and getting his Phoenix out in time.
Observer gets picked off in the middle of the map there just by some queens and mutas. That was brutal from Harstem. But yeah, muta's on the way, and another Stargate just about to finish here from Harstem.
Couple of
Roach is getting into the third base,
wow,
doing
that's
some
a nice
work. Mutaless Harass when a shield battery exists actually doesn't help. The DPS is too much off of 7 mutas.
I mean, the Glaive Worm's not getting anything else done, but still, Bly picking off probes left and right, just one volley, one volley. The Archon's trying to threaten and chase these mutas away. They will get them out, but they alone are not enough to deal with mutas just without taking any damage.
No, really needs some Phoenix here, and by golly, one's out. Shield battery healing up a bit here, but really, just this keeps Harstem at home.
Look at this. This is good damage getting done by Bly.
Yeah, losing a couple mutas here, but still has 4 of them.
Yeah, they will
and
get
more
cleaned up.
probes getting picked off. Holy smokes. How many probes have gone down? Let's find out. 25 probes have died. Are you kidding? Dang. Alright, so Roach Ravagering it. Here is Bly. The mutas are not going to be the end-all y'all here of the situation, especially because the Phoenix are chasing them down and killing them all, except for one. One manages to escape. He's got 1 kill and 35 HP and a dream.
Psystorm on the way here for Harstem. So now that he's dealt with the mutas in the sky, he can focus on his ground army, which is actually going to be pretty scary for Bly. Bly pretty much just got a lot of roaches and ravagers, and that's it.
Yep, and looking pretty scary here too. Storm is not done yet for Harstem.
Okay, let's see. Quantity over quality. Who's going to win out here? Is Bly moving forward with a ton of roaches and ravagers. Oracle using its pulsar beam, trying to help out, but look at this. Bly is just running forward right away. Harstem has no choice but to retreat. He's got shield batteries. He's got sentries, so needs to toss down some force fields. Immortals in the back dealing damage, and there's actually DTs that have been warped in at the back as well, and no Overseer just yet to help on out with this.
That is just too much. Army supply 106 to 55 right now.
DTs, man.
They're doing some work, but they only hit a few shots at a time here. I don't know. Is that actually enough to shove it away? Where's your detection, man?
Where's the Overseers? Bly? There's no Overseer. Oh, man, there's slow Overseers.
Get that speed. Wow, the DT Warpin saved the day there. There's no way Harstem holds that, except with those DTs. Some Lings do manage to run into the main base, get some shenanigans done up here. There were 2 Mutalisks harassing the Natural Lacer in that last fight too, which is hilarious. All right, here come the slow Overseers. DT is going to lose their effectiveness rather quickly, getting right on top of those Immortals.
Okay.
Good game.
The
Well, I remember
bought
detection,
Harstem.
it gets the GG.
They bought him time, but not enough.
They bought him about 35 seconds, I want to say. Wasn't a lot of time. So GG there to Bly taking that 1-0 lead. Going to move on in here to game number 2 on Port Alexander between these two players. And yeah, I really feel like a lot of that came down to Bly was just left alone for too long. There wasn't really any serious harassment he had to deal with there. There were a couple times maybe Harstem showed up and he had to respond, but overall, not many drones died. And if you don't kill that many drones in the first 10 minutes of a game, you're going to get overwhelmed and swarmed like that. So GG to Bly. And like I said, let's get into game number 2. We're ready to go for that one.
Yeah, we're loading on into the next game, and that was just game number 1 of this best of 7. Harstem, he scouted the Spire. You can't really take that much damage if you scout the Spire and are just going to try and play defensive as the Protoss. Alright, here we are. Spawning up the top left-hand side of the map, playing for Team Asterion. It's Harstem.
And spawning in the bottom right, it is the Red Zerg player from Wendigo Gaming, Bly.
I don't know if there's a team name as cool as Wendigo. Like, it's just fantastic.
It is really great.
So, quick drone moving out for Bly, and what is this drone doing? Just hanging out? Looking for proxies, I guess, maybe? Or gonna be going for one of his own?
Come on, drone, do it. Do it for Falcon.
Towards that base.
Do it for Falcon.
I think he's gonna do it, man.
There's no way it's a drone scout.
Oh, look at that.
Yes! Yes! I'm so happy! The proxy hatch, my dreams have come true. Just in game 2. I didn't have to wait that long.
Yeah, no, wonderful. Bly really delivering here, going for that proxy. Harstem pulls the probes.
Chrono Boost's a zealot. This is not going to come up. There's no way, but I'll take it.
Okay, now here's the question. Do we see Bly pull off the cancel and build the Evo chamber?
Yes. Hack, 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 hack.
Oh, and there he goes. It's just so great. I love how Zergs can do that. Does he? Oh man. Bly delaying that Nexus a fair bit for Harstem. Starts up his actual third base at home, as his natural's already up. The Adept is going to be moving across the map for Harstem.
As is tradition, Bly sitting happily on his 3 bases, just a boot. 10 Lings on the way. That seems like a bit of an overkill to deal with 1 Adept. Perhaps some aggression is in Bly's plans here.
Yeah, perhaps indeed. That Adept will shade on in. Cancels it, though. Then a Stargate on the way for Harstem. So a very standard opening. 2 Adepts now coming on in for Harstem, though, and 2 Adepts are a lot better. They're not just double better than 1 Adept. So here they come on in. They're going to start one-shotting off those drones.
But then they both die, and now they're 0.
Look at this, though. Bly down to 18 workers.
Yeah, I'm telling you. He's being aggressive with these lings. I think he overmade even for 2 adepts.
Yeah, and the fact that those adepts, they've killed off 5 drones, I mean, that's not a massive amount, but I guess just the timing on that. Bly really down on workers right now, and there's an Oracle that's going to be out for Harstem relatively soon. Oh, that wall.
It's a wall. We're good.
It's a wall.
For a second there, it was a little scary. But yeah, I don't know what these lings are doing. Is there a baneling nest? Bly, help me out here, man.
No, it's just one of those situations which he's just behind, I guess. Maybe that proxy hatchery opening or something like that threw him off a little bit.
Well, sure, that threw him, but he made this many Zerglings, and they're going to accomplish 0 for him. These should be drones, is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and then
I guess
he'd be
it's
fine.
the time that he made them too. Just pretty quick and really hurts early on. Looks like an Overlord was picked off for Bly. He did defend the Oracle without any losses so far, which is very, very important for him to try and normalize this game a little bit. Now it's 2 Oracles, though, and they can start one-shotting those drones. Sporecrawler starting at the natural isn't going to be done in time. These Oracles could head on in there. The Queen going to try and intercept, start working away on one of the Oracles. Another Queen in position. Few drones are going to be going down, though.
Yep, 2 get picked off there. Oracle's taking the safe way out. Lings are trying to deny the 3rd base, but getting shut down by Adepts and Zealots. 3rd base goes down, no problem. Harstem's in as good a position as you're going to want to be here versus Bly, I'd say, after 5 minutes. He's looking good. Lings, is the door open? By golly, the door is not open. Oracle's picking off additional drones.
12 drones have gone down so far this game. Bly, his worker count's just not that good. He's throwing up a Roach Warren. Oh, look at that. These Oracles, they come on and pick off 1 more worker. And Harstem gonna keep doing that as long as he can.
Yeah, Oracle's just kind of chilling back here. 5 kills and 3 kills respectively. More Lings out from Bly. He wants to shut down this 3rd, but I just don't know if it's possible.
No.
There are Zealots, Adepts, Sentries in great position. Maybe some probes go down.
That wall's
1
open.
probe.
Bly, of course, doesn't know it just yet. That Stalker sneaks back into position. Harstem coming on in with his Oracles once again, though. And he has actually spotted the Nidus network, so Harstem knows about this.
Excellent, excellent scouting here. Hallucinated Phoenix doing the job. Not that Bly's hiding it necessarily. It's part of his wall.
Oh, the Immortal's going to be moving on up. That Nidus yet to be called on in. Stalker's being warped in. A Void Ray getting started. I don't think a Nidus is going to have a chance of happening here. Not at least at this location. Bly might just have to say Nidus the front or go back into droning, which he's actually just done. He just fired up a few more drones, threw up a Spire.
Ah, late Spire here. 7 minutes. Yeah, I think 1 Immortal is capable of killing a worm if it starts hitting it as it's erupting, as it starts building. So yeah, if you could see it as Protoss and you have Immortals out already and a Void Ray, yeah,
oh, absolutely.
You're not getting a Nidus down in Harstem's base. Not today.
There it is, right at the front. Though. Is this just kind of like a fake-out Nidus, though? Because he's only got 9 Roaches and 3 Queens. All the
and
while
he just made 9 drones.
Yeah. I actually really like this because the Nidus is so cheap. It's not like this is a big investment. Queens popping on out here. And look at that. This is going to really scare Harstem a little bit right now.
Yeah, it just goes home, though. Walks home.
The Roach, yeah. Oh, look at that. The Roaches,
I'm so confused by this.
Phoenix is being made by Harstem. Has he spotted the Spire? No, he hasn't. I believe that's actually just to maybe shut down scouting or anything like that. But he already has a Void Ray to do that, so I don't know. Just the 1 Phoenix. Shield batteries are being made, so he's really anticipating this, I guess. Where's the rest of the shield batteries? Yeah, 1 at each base just for safety. This is a serious number of Mutalisks, so 17 on the way for Bly.
Whoa.
He committed to a lot of drones after this, and that's given him a great economy. And he's already thrown a 5th base, too.
1 Phoenix, 4 Stalkers, a Void Ray, and an Archon that can handle these 17 mutas.
Oh, the Phoenix comes on in. Hasn't seen it just yet.
What?
Oh my gosh.
How did he not see that? He was in there.
Okay, he must have
Wow.
seen some of the mutas popping out. And he definitely
Well,
knows now as
there we
these
go.
oracles are getting picked off.
And they throw Revelation down before they die. Beautiful. Nicely.
Alright, cannons on the way for Harstem. He knows that this is very serious. Phoenix on the way, an extra Stargate on the way,
Oh.
+1 air weapons on the way. We'll see. What can these mutas get done, though? Great positioning from Harstem.
All right, there's 3 Archons here, and the shield batteries, as we mentioned, not going to help a whole lot. Focusing on the shield batteries would be pretty nice for future harass, and he does get both of them
Yeah,
here
he
at this
does.
base.
7 more mutas on the way for Bly. Picking off gas geysers at this point. Double Phoenix production on the way. Meanwhile, a fleet beacon on the way for Harstem. So it's that sort of chicken situation in a sense in which the Muta player is like, oh, well, you're just going to make the couple of Phoenix to deal with this. And that's why I'm making more Mutas. But Harstem so far not really backing down on that front. Taking this very, very seriously.
Wow, 7 more mutas. Definitely doubling down on this thing, but the Phoenixes are getting bumped up, pumped out 2 at a time. Void Ray is useless in the fight. Doesn't even try to run away there. And more Phoenix popping out all the time right now. +1 air weapons wrapping up here too.
Oh, look at this. An attack of roaches at the front. Muta's coming on in. They're going to start engaging these ground units. And suddenly... Okay, I mean... The ground army for Harstem, not enough to deal with these roaches. The Muta's actually helping out as best as they can. The Muta count really being thinned on out. But Bly traded out versus the ground army there and is suddenly up a great amount of supply.
Yeah, there was a bit of a zealot counterattack to the natural base of Bly, but it gets shut down after a couple drones went down. It's not a huge deal, I don't think. Now Roach is going after more of these probes at the natural. There's just nothing to stop this at all. It is looking really, really bad for Harstem. I don't see him coming back from this whatsoever. Some charge lots do show up to try to deal with the roaches, but the mutas are picking off the zealots.
Yeah, there's still
really
24. GG. Bly.
Yeah.
2-0 lead.
Yeah, that's amazing. I can't remember the last time I saw a Zerg player win going Mutalisk versus that many Phoenix, but they just didn't care. They had their roach buddies there ready to help them out. And enough probes went down, there was nothing left on the ground there for Harstem, and he just tapped out as I'm watching the final couple minutes there. Yeah, I mean, Bly's on 5 bases. He's got 60 plus workers, working on more and more roaches all the time, and that was it.
Yeah, that was after a bit of a rough opening, too.
Yeah, definitely. Made those extra Zerglings, didn't really do a lot with them. The proxy hatch got shut down, but Bly just managed to make the most of it. And it was just the surprise Spire is what it was. It was just a matter of Harstem did not know that Spire was coming, was not ready for 17 Mutalisks, tried to recover from it, and just couldn't quite get there soon enough. So GG there for the Zerg. Let's hop on into the next game. You ready for that?
Absolutely, let's hop on into it. And that was one of those interesting situations because at the end, Harstem had like 7. Like, usually it's probably, what, like 3, 4 Phoenix. You're like, okay, the Muta threat's probably dealt with. But no, Bly, he just committed to so many there. And it's very, very tough in order to... Just having Phoenix, it's not all you need. You gotta be able to take the time to whittle their count down. And Bly just excellently done, moved in with those roaches at the end and killed Harstem's ground army.
Yep, super impressive.
Alright, here we are, spawning down the bottom right-hand side of the map, playing for Wendigo. It is Bly.
And spawning in the top left, the red Protoss player, Harstem.
Harstem, a very, very good Protoss player. Oh, look at this. Early pool coming out of Bly.
Shenanigans. I call shenanigans here. I'm trying to get some stuff done.
Shenanigans, a very fair term. This drone just hanging on up at the top of this ramp. That probe. Just hanging out, denying that base for now. Hatchery goes on up. A delayed one for Bly, of course, since he went for the early pool. Six lings on the way for Bly. Even though this has been scouted, he commits to all the lings.
Yeah, that is kind of surprising. I don't know they're going to do a whole lot here. Harstem seems very ready for this. Cybercore is going to finish in just a couple seconds.
I mean, the lings can get across. It is Kairos Junction. There we go. Harstem starts a Zealot. That was the main question I had, because if he waited for the Adept, he could have been in a lot of trouble, because the lings would have been over before that got out. But there we go. He does cancel and Chrono Boost out. Are these lings, are they going to be able to get through that wall? That probe is waiting to throw up more buildings there, but okay. Nicely done by Harstem.
Yeah, the lings are going to get some damage done on that gateway, but they shouldn't be able to kill it. Not with the Adept popping out. It's going to hurt. It's going to be an injured gateway, but otherwise fine. Oh, cancel. What? All right. That was a weird decision.
Okay.
Huh.
And this is actually fantastic for Bly right now, because Harstem, he's not aware that there's going to be a Roach follow-up to this. And this Adept that would have gone across the map and scouted hasn't done so just yet. He sends out a probe, actually, because he knows how important that identifying this is, but is it just going to be too late at this point? He starts a Robo. 4 Roaches going to be popping, though, as Bly is on a warpath right now.
Yeah, let the path begin.
Morphing into Ravagers. Okay, can Harstem hold on? He's got a Robo on the way. He's got out a Stalker, which is okay, but it actually pops out on the wrong side, so he has to cancel.
Oh, brutal.
That wall not going to have as much HP now. This gateway that was injured before, there's a reason that Bly worked away on that. It's now going to be easier to pick off with these Roaches and Ravagers. And Harstem in that tough situation of trying to defend this location.
Ooh, at least the Stalker gets out before the gateway goes down.
It does, but in goes Bly. Lots of lings, lots of Ravagers. He's now going to work away on these pylons. If those go down, then it is big trouble for Harstem. Everything gets unpowered here. And
Depowers
Bly,
the robotics
oh my
facility.
God.
Yeah, especially no Immortals in this situation is a rough situation. Stalkers and a couple Adepts.
GG.
Too much GG!
Bly just
Bly.
tearing through this tournament. 3-0 lead versus Harstem.
Yeah, what does he do? He 3-1 his first series, right?
Yeah, I believe 3-1 versus Clem.
Man, alive. That was 3-0 here. It just seems like every once in a while we get somebody like this where they just tear through the entire tournament bracket. Looking good the whole time and just not really slowing down all that much. Yeah, as Harstem again, not ready, not prepared for that one. Bly shows up with a big scary Zerg Roach Ravager Ling army, calls it good. And here we move into game number 4.
Yeah.
And
We got to
let's
see
just
the
get this
reverse
thing going.
sweep.
Yeah, reverse sweeps are great.
It's been a while since we had one of those in Afreeca Worlder. I don't know if we've ever actually had a true reverse sweep. I know we've had like 3-1 comebacks and stuff, but that would actually be something interesting to check out, whether we've had one of those. They're very rare, guys. In a best of 7, a reverse sweep, not an easy thing to do.
But it has been done before.
Spawning down in the bottom left-hand side of the map. It's Harstem.
All right, top right-hand corner. It is the Red Terran player, Bly.
Harstem moving out with a very early probe scout. And Bly, I guess he saw it with his Overlord or something, just sending, or no. Is he just going to proxy hatch? Yep, early pool once again. Oh, Bly. probes down. I guess he's gonna try and feign taking this. Look at this. There's mind games going on right now. This drone is crossing the map, and it's actually going to proxy hatchery while Bly is feigning that Harstem is actually delaying his real expansion, when in reality there's a pool on the way, and Harstem is not fully aware of that. And there we go. There's the proxy hatchery going down. Oh, Bly.
I'm loving it. I am loving this guy so very, very much. Good man, Bly.
Okay, Lings are going to try and pick that off. All the while, this proxy hatchery getting worked away on. Bly is going to have to cancel that. And a depth is now on the way. Oh, where's the cancel? Okay, perfectly timed cancel for Bly. I want to see Bly throw up another hatchery if he can. And I think Bly wants to as well.
Oh my gosh, the probes aren't chasing the drone.
Is he gonna do it? Do it, Bly, do it.
He can if he wants. He's got the resources for it.
Build another hatchery.
He's doing it.
Oh,
he's doing it.
He picks a slightly different spot, but he's doing it.
Oh, give me 3 proxy hatcheries, Bly. You do
Roaches
care.
are on the way, and so is Burrow.
Oh, I've seen this build before.
Oh,
this is brutal.
This is dirty.
It gives the roaches this extra life where
they're literally unkillable as long as you micro them right.
Yeah, as long as you burrow them before they die, they come back so fast with so much HP.
And Harstem, like, he knows that drone wasn't killed off, but I guess he's busy defending his front wall. And oh man, roaches are now on the way over Bly. Oh, this is such a Bly game. I love it.
It says as Bly can get.
Okay, a robo is on the way in the wall, but it's still a hatchery in your main base and roaches being produced.
Well, the roaches, roaches take down an adept, but Harstem expanding, Harstem walling up as much as he can.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, this proxy hatch is gonna finish.
Yep.
And it's done. That's amazing.
There's a queen on the way. There's a roach on the way, and I'm sure there'll be some more on the way. And there's an immortal on the way, but that means there's no observer on the way. So in come these lings and roaches. They're going to be able to work away on that zealot. He is pretty much toast. Shield battery keeps him alive for a while. Well, look at this Bly. He's just starting to work away on the robo, and this would actually be massive if he gets the robo before an observer comes out. That would actually just be game ending. One roach in the main base of Harstem now. Oh my god, he's just... Oh, Bly. And there we go. Burrow's the injured roach. Gonna pick off the robo. There's no detection for Harstem.
That's it.
That's it, right? Bly just 4-0.
That's game. Yeah. Immortal's dead. GG. Queen's roaches showing up in the main base. Harstem fighting 2 fronts at once here.
He's just done.
Wow.
There's just nothing he can do. You can't lose the robo.
Nope. Not against this build.
Oh man. Oh Bly. This man is a monster.
He lost a roach. He's mortal.
Nope. But he burrows another to make up for it. He's already killed off a very good number of probes, and he's still just making more and more roaches because Harstem is rebuilding his robo.
Yeah, I mean, killing probes here isn't really that big of a deal. It's 18 to 13 workers. Harstem's okay if he can live, but the thing is, can he live? And the answer is, it doesn't really seem like it.
God. Just all the roaches on Burrow at once. It's just...
Shield. He did leave the shield batteries alive. That makes it a little bit... a little bit iffier.
Oh, Bly. That is so many roaches he has, too. Chasing down the stalkers. Harstem, nice warp in. Zealot sacrifices himself. There is now an observer out. So the burrow is no longer as effective as it once was. The robo gets unpowered, though. And Harstem has 2 stalkers. Probes are now being pulled into this, but... Oh my god, Bly. GG. 4-0. Runs through this tournament and wins Afreeca World number 37, just like that.
Nicely done, Bly. Fantastic display of just creative Zerg play. That's what he's known for. And he did not disappoint. Multiple proxies, Burrow Roach play, tech switching into mutas at weird times. This is why Bly was invited, was for this stuff.
Bly played in the very first Afreeca World.
And
he's played in another since then, but he just won his first one.
Nice. Nice job, Bly. Congratulations.
And he did it looking very, very scary.
He certainly did. And again, it just came down to Harstem not quite scouting, not quite knowing what was coming his way. And you just can't do it. You can't do it against Bly. If anything, you have to overscout versus Bly.
Well done by Bly. Okay, that was a pretty quick event. 2.5 hours.
Yes, it was.
Just, yeah. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning on in today. This was a pretty quick event. I know a lot of other tournaments and stuff are going on, so there's still a lot of StarCraft that you can find. Also here on Afreeca TV, of course. And also, before we head on out, Afreeca TV is doing a promotion called GG May. If you are someone who wants to take a shot at streaming, and you're like, okay, let's just give it a go, you can actually win some pretty cool stuff on with this event. It's GG StarCraft, actually, pardon me, is the event. Basically what you do is you stream with hashtag GG StarCraft in your stream title, and that can actually allow you to win some cool prizes. Like, you can win a pylon charger, which are awesome, by the way.
Yeah, super cool.
Amazon gift cards, things like that. And just, yeah, you just stream once or twice. You got a chance of winning something like that. You want to try your hand at it. I've streamed under promotions like that and stuff before, and it's good fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, sounds great. Sign up.
That's something worth checking out. And, yeah, thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. Do you have anything to add, Falcon?
No, I don't think so. You can always check us on Twitter and YouTube. Obviously, you can see our names below our faces. A lot of StarCraft content out there. Yes. And we're here every other week. So bookmark this site. Watch us on Twitter for announcements of the next Afreeca World. And come watch us cast some amazing, amazing StarCraft too.
Yes. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning on in. We'll see you guys next time.